Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Doctor News. News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on some weird, strange. Oh my God! They announced a new companion and she's cool. Yeah. Like I said a few nights ago, if it turned out to be Rakith Akrar, I would be incredibly surprised because the tray was too obvious, and the BBC pulls these cute little things every now and then. I don't know if she did it willingly or if somebody dropped the hint saying do this to lead people off the track. I do not know. Or maybe she's just going to appear in another episode for Series 10, maybe even Christmas. We don't know. But from what I've seen of Pearl, Pearl Mackie. I always get her name mixed up. Don't know why. It looks like it's going to be a good start. It looks like it's going to be a fun relationship, something a little bit different for, Peter Capaldi's doctor. But all right, let's get into this a little bit. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. Bam. Okay, first up over on Doctor News, we got Meet the New Companion, and this got a little video attached to it. See, about 1 minute and 13 seconds long. And of course, they ruined the Cup semifinal, but people are still beeping about that. You hear it? Oh man, moving on. 9 new things about Doctor Who companion Pearl Mackie. All right, she never encountered the Daleks before, as you can see in the video, and this, of course, links you to the little announcement video they had on Saturday. All right, the new companion will be named Bill. Now, that one right there is going to be an interesting nickname, and we talked about that on the Omega Files. Cut it out, you guys. Jeez. Okay. And, of course, somebody had gotten hinted because Peter Capaldi showed up to the Gielgud Theater for a performance of her play, I believe it was Curious Incident, and there she is right there. There's Capaldi right there, see? And, of course, she starred in a BBC program called Doctors. Interesting. She also performs as a singer, passionate for music shared by Peter Capaldi. And no, she'll not that she'll need to use these with the TARDIS translation circuit, but Pearl speaks in French and Spanish and English. French and Spanish. You see, I'm off on a plane all my own. You see. Okay, we all know the Doctor likes to dance, so Pearl's moves may come in handy. She's skilled in ballet, jazz, period dance, and tap. She honed her craft at Bristol's Old Vic Theatre School, the same school as Samantha Bond trained at, a.k.a. Mrs. Wormwood in the Doctor spinoff Sarah Jane Adventures. I could have sworn I've heard several other names that came out of the Bristol Old Vic. Forgive me if write them down in the comment box, as a matter of fact, if you remember who they are. I could have swore Lisa Bowerman was there. So I remember that name. Pearl told us she's a big fan of afros. Well, isn't that one an obvious one? All right, moving on. Pearl Mackie, of course, named as new companion. The reason I threw this one up here is because there's a lot of nifty little add-ons you didn't get, like this is a little statement from Pearl Mackie herself. Then you got Capaldi, Moffat, Charlotte Moore threw in a thing, and so did Brian Minchin. Now, filming for the next series allegedly begins soon. Originally, you see, they've been bouncing this around like a ping pong ball. Originally, they were saying it was going to be April. Or no, that's right. No, they said pre-production was going to be around April. Then they said, okay, May. Then they said June. Now they're back to May again. So they'll have to keep our eye out for the set reporters. Okay, this is a cute little video, and it's Pearl Mackie's first day on set. And like I said, not much to it other than a video clip, which is linked off the BBC site. All right, and check this out. This is one thing that freaked everybody out. Did anyone else notice that she was wearing a Prince shirt in her introductory video there? And it turns out it was just a weird coincidence. They had no idea, that Prince was going to pass away or any of that when they shot this. And that's kind of sad, but at the same time, maybe it's fate. Maybe it was meant to be in honor, to honor the Purple Rain one. You never know. Kind of weird, huh? A little bit cosmic in itself. All right, could the new Doctor Who companion Bill be from the 80s? We went over this on the Omega Files. You can't judge anyone by just their clothing, because fashions come, fashions go, fashions come back, then they die again. Then if sure enough they resurface like The Walking Dead like 30 years later. So it could just be she's an 80s nut. And of course we also brought up the thing about the cute little wow patch. Someone said, well, the jacket, the way she's wearing it and all that, she's kind of like almost got a Donna Ace feel kind of. You're going, you never know. Okay, now this one is one I was going to put up last week. And of course, I'm going to show it now because this one's still relevant. All right, and this is cool. Time Lords Collide, the first look at the new Doctor Who comic crossover. And this one's going to be coming, I believe, in July. And let's see. It's going to be the Extra Four Doctors. All right, last year's featured a brief cameo for Eccleston's Doctor, but now he has his own ongoing comic. He can join in this year's team up with all four modern incarnations of the Doctor, and this time they're coming together to face their one of their oldest and deadliest foes, the Cybermen. This one's written by George Mann and Cavan Scott, and it looks like it's being. Matter of fact, if you want to scroll through here, they've got all the covers for it too, so this looks kind of cool. And if I remember right. That's right. This will be released on July 6th. That's why I was sticking in my head, because July 9th is Doctor Who Comics Day. So 3 days for Comics Day, this is going to be released. I hope you all enjoy it. I'm not that big of a comic book guy. You know, I like comic book characters and whatnot, but, you know, and the scary part is I learned about most of them from 90s animated cartoon series. You know, when there was cartoons on Saturday morning. God, I'm old. Okay. But, yeah, I just wanted to drop in and blurb about that. Once again, reminder, it turns out we have Sophie Aldred coming back to the Omega Files. That'll be taking place. The recording of it will be on Friday, June 3rd. 3 people have already been nominated for that panel. So that panel's already closed. That one went faster than gangbusters, faster than Gallifrey 1 almost. And, you know, really looking forward to having her back, because we always enjoy having her on, and she's just a blast to talk to. Okay, so until next time, guys, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, by the way, Skydark 7 is on the way, and it's going to probably take about a week or two, because it took a week and a half or more just to mix Skydark 6 with everything that's going on. And there's a lot of stuff going on that's going to be happening even more as the story progresses. Because now we're at the station, and things are really going to get frickin' hairy. Okay, so take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. Freedom out, babies. Laters.